How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is author Dr. Natalie M. Kennedy coming to you. How you doing? How you doing? I'm hoping you're doing all right. I just came from some training, some mental health training, to put in my toolbox because I volunteer a lot, and my main focus, passion and compassion, is the unhoused, the homelessness, just those that are out there on the streets. So that's where my direction has always been. I mean, I do some other stuff and food pantry and stuff like that, but this was really good. Now, one of the things I was looking at, was, and I'm probably going to try to work up some kind of journal. There's this guy I know on Saturdays when I volunteer, and he just gets pieces of paper and he writes down his plans. Sometimes he writes the same plans over and over and over again, but he's writing down his plans, and he must leave out of there after a 3 hour sit. uh, he must write the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm going to get him a journal. I'm going to get him a journal because then he can write in that journal. Do you write in your journal? Do you write your thoughts? Do you know I have Red Light Prayers is out there at nataliemkennedy.com or amazon.com. Search for Dr. Natalie M. Kennedy's books. Red Light Prayers, I just released it in April. And what it does is it talks about, just praying at the red light. It has reflection where you can write in it like a journal, and then on the other side it has affirmations. I should have just showed you the book, but I want you to be surprised. So go ahead and look at nataliemkennedy.com for Red Light Prayers. It's a great book. I did sell it the other day, about 3 copies. So I was very, very pleased with that. They said they were going to give it to their sister, their grandmother, and one for themselves. And I was like, hallelujah, hallelujah. So that was great. So I'm still promoting my new release books, the ABCs, as well. But Red Light Prayers, I wish that I could get just so many copies and just give it to everyone that I know. I would love to do that, but I got to make some money. We got to make, don't we all want to give our books free to people? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But we can't. I'm going to try to be a facilitator, and hopefully it'll just be like 10 women. And I think I can I can donate 10 books. I really can because I think it's just a great book. It's very easy, compact, but few pages, paperback. Come on, come on. Take a look at it and see if that's something you might want to support me in. And remember, all of my proceeds, at least 99% of them, goes back into the community. I'm going to be posting here this last week of everything. I volunteered every day except Monday. Uh, oh, Sunday. Oh, I did do one thing on Sunday. But most of the time, I don't do anything on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. But last week was just different. Anyway, all is well. Promote, promote, promote. That's the word of the day. There you go. Promote, promote, promote in any way that you can by either donating to some schools, donating to some libraries, getting yourself out there so that maybe they say, "Hey, I would love to," there's some bookstores that are out there. About the bookstores, you really got to be patient. Try 1 month. If they say no, consignment, I don't know. Um, these are my experiences. Then give it about 4 or 5 months and try again. I did some vending last week, and the lady was telling me about Barnes and Nobles. About Barnes and Nobles, you got to have a spine. A lot of my books, my spine, you can barely read. So you got to have a spine, and I think the spine has to be a certain dimension. So check on that. But you can get your books in Barnes and Nobles. Yes, you can. I got spine on Red Light Prayers and ABCs of the Bible, but it's really small. And I'm going to check their requirements, but I don't think they're going to get me in there. I really, really don't. But I'm going to try. I'm just not, the vibe's not there for me, because you got to walk in there, you got to sell yourself, you got to promote it. And you got to remember the spine, they put the books in. They don't lay them flat. So they put the books in so people have to see it. So I think that spine has to be at a certain dimensions. There's a requirement for that. Word of the day, promote, promote, promote wherever you go. I keep books in my car, okay, in my bag. I just gave a book last week to someone. I gave that book away, but we want to be selling because when you're talking around, and it's like, "Do you have any books?" Boom, bring it out. Boom, make your sale. Okay. One thing I am going to do, we're going to talk about POSs later, is I might have to change up my square and do something a little bit different. But just don't go on them scams. I don't know where they're at, but they're out there. But I'm probably gonna go to Zelle. I heard a lot of people say, "Do you have Zelle? Do you have Zelle?" And I was like, "No, I don't." So I might go to Zelle and see what that's about. And I'm gonna keep my Square, but when my Square don't work, and I don't know why, um, I can go to Zelle. I could put the card numbers in manually, but that people get kind of funny about that. So I think I'm gonna go to Zelle. But check out all your POSs and make sure you don't have no scammers and get the best one that works for you while you're promoting. Promote, promote, promote. That is the word of the day. Promote, promote wherever you're at, wherever you go. I promoted today. When I did the introduction, though it had nothing to do with nothing, I still told who I was, what I did, and what I've been doing. So promote. That's the word of the day from who? Dr. Author Natalie M. Kennedy. Yes, it is. And I hope to see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, follow, put on the notification, all of that. All of that. You like my hair? Man, I was looking kind of good today. Yes, I was. I don't know what this kind of style is, but I like it. I like ding, 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 and it's done. So I'm kind of digging it. I do want it to be lighter, but we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that. Anyway, put on a comment. Tell me if you like my hair or not, or not. Put in a comment. Ask me some questions. I'll be more than happy to share my knowledge with you. I hope to see you in my next video. I know I will. See you later.